Yep, Shalom. So yep, basically just doing basically an impromptu video, some thoughts that came to my mind, on a late night tip, in the middle of the night, you know, not necessarily when I was asleep, but on a late night tip, you getting ready to go to bed, you pondering on the truth, certain things came to my mind, and there was just various thoughts, I was just pondering, and I just put it to pen and pad, and one of the things I wrote down, because sometimes you don't remember things exactly, so it's good to just write it down, Hey, I say this in the spirit. The brother Barack Obama, he said, we're a nation. He mentioned we're a nation of kings and priests. Now a king has a lot of duty, and so does a priest. A king doesn't necessarily prescribe, but a priest, excuse me, but a priest does. Well, both do, but because you got brothers that are, with war, you got brothers that got that real heavy warrior spirit, and then you got brothers that got a real heavy scribe spirit. But we are coming to our perfection to where, we're trying to master both. So, through the spirit, man, you gotta kind of like put that scribe spirit on too if you're a warrior, man. And vice versa. So that's what I did in the spirit. I just put things to pen and pad, man. Try to make things balance. The first thing I put down, it says, what separates you is the brotherhood, right? Because when I remember why I wrote that down, because just pondering and thinking about, scenarios to where, you get in a predicament, mainly, when you have a woman and things of that nature, or of anything of this world, that'll sidetrack you and pull you off the main task. If you're surrounding yourself with brothers that are like mine, and brothers that are, diligent in this word, it's not easy to get sidetracked, man. Because brothers, that's the scripture says, iron sharpeneth iron, man. That's written in Proverbs. Also too, real quick, let me see if I can find that real quick, where scripture says that iron sharpeneth iron. All right. If I can, it's all right. But brothers get the point. Because we supposed to keep each other sharp in this truth, man. Keep each other on the path, on the task at hand. You get a woman, especially if you got a new woman or whatever the case is, and you first get a woman, you freshly, got a woman, and y'all getting together, things is getting hot or whatever the case is, the best thing to keep you away from being up under her too much is what? The brotherhood, man. Let me get this real quick. This is 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse, okay, I'm gonna start at verse 28. It says, but and if thou marry, thou hast not sinned, and if a virgin marry, she have not sinned. Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh, but I spare you. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both that have wives be as though they had none. And that's the point right there, man. Be as though that you had none. Why? And because he mentioned what he say earlier. He said, but this I say, brethren, that the time is short. Right. So if the time is short, you're supposed to be, using our time wisely to the best of our ability, man. You're going to slip up. You're going to mess up. You're going to make the wrong decisions every once in a while, but for the most part, you should be going over your mistakes and realizing how you're not supposed to make that mistake again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushai you don't make that mistake, and he watch your steps and guide you in this knowledge and this truth, and that you don't slip, that you don't slip in your path, in your walk. Okay? It says, and they that weep as though they weep not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not. Right? And they that use this world and not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. Right? Because the woman, you know, wants to do nothing more than what the world set out the standard of fun or the standard of pleasure is. Okay? So in time, you dealing with a woman, that's like worldly time, if you will. You know, it's of the flesh, it's carnal, it's not spiritual, it's not a spiritual thing going on, man. You know? So it said, the scripture say, be users of the world, not abusers of the world. Now I say this in the spirit, man. You know, I was, you know, we were taught this coming up, you know, up under the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, mainly Elder Taza Dakba. You know, he used to always say, man, look, man, these women, you get with these women, man, you know, you use your rod as a credit card, man, you know, or a debit card, if you will. You slide in, you get something out of it, man. Okay, the scripture says you be users of the world, not abusers, because the woman has all the tangible things of this world, man. You know, hey, man, through the spirit and power, y'all bash me outside, man. You know, if you're gonna have feelings for a woman, you're gonna have love for a woman. That's one thing, man. But for the most part, you know, you really supposed to be using a woman, man. You know, to get what you need and get what you need to get, you know, out of her. Hey, man, that's how these women think on us. The scripture says what? A woman's heart is snares and nets, man. All right, so these women are using you. Hey, guess what? You're supposed to be trying to, you know, use her to the best of your ability. But like I said, there's a balance to it. You know, if she's cool, you got love for her, you still have love for her, but one way or another, man, you know, the time is short, man. Okay? All right, so that's it on that. You know, let me see something else. Let me see what else I got up in here, man. You know? Right, you know, well, one thing I was thinking about, you know, I'll get the scripture, you know. This is Timothy. I think it's 2 Timothy 4. Excuse me, give me 1 second. All right. The scripture says what? He told Timothy to continue to continue thou in which the thing which thou was taught, man. Okay? Right. So I was trying to find the scripture real quick. I can't find it on my phone. You know? All in all, yeah, we supposed to continue in the things in which we were taught. Okay? Now, the reason why I say that is because, you know, it's a tradition, man. You know, we've been passed down, you know, these jewels, these gems, you know, and to keep it all the way real, the apostles and elders don't teach the same way that how they used to teach back in 2008, 9, you know, even in 2010. All right? So the apostles have grown even themselves on a higher level to feed us even more, because it's, the knowledge don't stop. All right, so the apostles and elders are teaching a great deal of deeper understanding when it comes to this truth, man. All right, so it's in our best interest as up and coming elders, brothers that are heads of camps, you know, to continue on that with the things that we were taught and bring out those things, man, that we were taught. Why? Because, you know, Ecclesiastes 7:7 ain't being brought out but so much, you know, if you will. Like, you know, the basic scriptures that we always used to go through and the things that were our foundation, that's the things that we need to be teaching for the most part, man. Of course, you know, you're going to get into the prophecies, you're going to get into deeper breakdowns when the Spirit leads, but for the most part, it's the scripture says to desire the sincere milk, and that's what we're supposed to be teaching, you know, because you got young men coming up under us, you know, and you got to be feeding them the milk, man, the foundation, man. This thing ain't about trying to show how deep you are, man. All right? Because in turn, you're trying to show how deep you are, and then you basically start to confuse brothers, man. Younger men that are newer in the faith. All right? So we're supposed to be teaching the things that are that assure our faith, man. You know. Damn. Let me see if I want to see if I can find that scripture. 1 second.